Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge playthrough. We're getting actually fairly close to the end now. We only have 2 worlds left. The next 2 worlds are probably the longest worlds, and they're probably the most complicated worlds. But still, I don't think they'll take too much time, because the rest of this game has been relatively smooth and simple, so honestly, why should the rest of it be? But yeah, not to say that the next worlds are complete pushovers, they'll just take a little bit longer, and there are some very tedious and annoying jiggies for sure. But yeah, I went ahead and picked up another honeycomb because I had enough for that, and she was right there, so might as well. Always good to have an extra piece of health, even if you need it or not. So yeah, I went ahead and did that. So yeah, we're going to go to the next level. This is Spiller's Harbor. This level's kind of unique. It's kind of like a boardwalk fair type of level, where, you know, they have like those kind of boardwalk festivals where they have like a bunch of stands like on the boardwalk, and you kind of just go across the harbor and see all the sights and stuff. That's pretty much what this is, but with more oil drops and disgusting green water we have to look out for. That's pretty much what we're dealing with in this level. So yeah, like the water in Bad Magic Bayou, we can't touch it, so don't bother touching it. But there are a couple of things we can do. First off, we're going to save this ice cream van. Am I glad to see you? The name's Alfred Peacock, and I had no customers all week due to the birds. What can I get you? Could I have a Mr. Drippy Cone, please? You sure can. I'll even throw in a free squirt of raspberry juice. Well, thank you for that. So that's kind of a fetch quest item. We'll need that in a little bit. First thing I'm going to do, though, just so I can save some time here, I'm going to go inside this room, grab all these notes, and also grab this coin. There is a Jinjo in here that I can't get yet, but due to the nature of this level and where all the moves are located, you kind of have to do a few things out of order and a few things twice anyway, so I figured I'd go ahead and grab that just to save a little bit of backtracking later. But now that I have that ice cream cone, I can actually use that. There is essentially someone who needs that ice cream cone. And normally you're supposed to figure out like why you need that later, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Oh, I died. Oops. Well, it's okay. I'll just start back here, I guess. Also, yeah, there's a lot of those germuloids in this level, so to get rid of them, remember, you just have to press the left and right buttons on the directional pad and you'll get rid of them. But here is where we need the ice cream cone. Hey, mister, you like birdith, don't you? Some of my best friends are birds. Why do you ask? Maybe you can help me get an ice cream from the ice cream van. When I've got my ice cream, I can get back to my mum. Pull up a stool and we'll get you an ice cream. Here you go, sweetie. Hope you like it. It wasn't easy to get. Thank you very much. I'll tell my mom how nice of you were to me. Bye-bye. Hug you soon. So yeah, this is kind of the equivalent of the Boggy's Children side quest that was in Banjo-Tooie. Kind of similar to that. Not as annoying, and we won't have to backtrack for it like we did in that quest, but still, it can be a little annoying, I guess. Also, let's free this Jinjo. He's trapped, and we don't want him to be trapped anymore. Kind of annoying to get out of here, though. There we go. So over here, we actually have a move. Golden Feathers. These can be used to give the holder invulnerability if you know how to do it. And sure enough, this is actually where we learn the said move, so hooray for that. I just love the glow of a big pile of notes. Does it help you find your way? This should keep you quiet, Kazooie. Find yourself a red pad with a picture of a gold feather on it. Stand on it and press the A button to unleash the protective power of the Wonder Wing. Use this shield of gold feathers to destroy your attackers. You can cancel the Wonder Wing by pressing L. So yes, as I mentioned before, the Wonder Wing is actually a pad move in this game. Thanks, Bozai, that's great. it pretty much works the same way as it does in the other Banjo games. It's just you need a pad to actually activate it. Which I guess kind of makes sense. It doesn't break the move as easily as it is in other games. But, again, it is kind of weird. It's kind of weird that they have, like, a collectible to go alongside of it. That's what I find kind of strange about that. Because couldn't they just have, like, a timer on the pad so you can, like, use it for a short period of time? That would kind of, I think that would destroy the need for the gold feathers, honestly. But that's just me. That's just me, anyway. Okay, so, now that we have that, we can go ahead and advance further into this level. Also, this level has some very trolling notes. That if you didn't see earlier, there was like a stash of 5 notes back here behind this yellow barrel, so be on the lookout for strange places, because they really do try to hide a lot of notes in this level for some reason. Also, here we have another move. Nothing I like to see more than a load of sparkling notes. I should think he's lucky to see any... Oh. Wow. Now I got a little summit that'll come in handy against Grunty's Flaming Fiends. To use these ice eggs, swap them with the R button. You be careful now, Kazooie. I wouldn't want one of these to get stuck on your tongue. And you be careful I don't give you some frostbite on your way back down your hole. That's not very... ice, Kazooie. Oh my god. Banjo, no offense, but that was absolutely terrible. That was god-awful, even. Can't believe you'd do that to me, your best friend. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move back this way, and we're going to access the, I guess kind of the third part of this area, since we can't do much with the second part, or the first part right now, until we learn the rest of the moves we need. Also, can I get you from... Okay, no, I can't. Those guys are really annoying because you can only kill them with the pack whack, and probably an egg too, but you can't just like use your beak rat-a-tat-rap on them for some reason. Do I hear the jingle of 5 coins? Now we're in business. So yeah, I'll check them out a little bit later. Also, yeah, watch out for these bees. The bees can be really, really annoying. We'll have to find a way to get by them so we can get all the stuff on that side. But for now, let's go ahead and keep things moving, I suppose. Oh, look, it's one of those, brown things we saw earlier. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, oh, what's a mother squid to do? Why are you crying, Mrs. Squitter? I think this is going to be a big job, Banjo. Kazooie, is there anything we can do to help you get back to the sea? Please, can you help me? My little squits and I are on an outing by the seaside, and they won't come home without their treats. Don't worry, Mrs. Squitter. We'll get your little ones moving in no time. You've already got one of them. There's one other one, but before we do that, let's go ahead and take care of this. 5 lovely coins. I guess you can go on the slide. I'm the fastest on this water slide. In fact, I'm so fast that I bet you can't race me to the bottom. What will you give us if we beat you? One of them jiggies that you're looking for. You're on, rat boy. Prepare to lose. This is going to be so easy that I'll give you some free advice. Avoid the tar, it slows you down. If you see a red and yellow arrow, try to slide over it. That should be enough to make this a little more fun. Just enter the door to your left. So this is another slide minigame. This one can be a little annoying, though, to be fair. It's annoying because you can't really tell if you're winning or not. Basically, whoever's head is on top, that's the person that's winning. So right now, we're actually losing. But now we're winning again. There's not much of this race left, so we should be good. And they actually give you like 3 boosters right here, too. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I still won. But yeah, you can't really tell who's winning aside from those little icons, because it looks like he's actually further ahead than you, but I guess not. Okay, so that was actually our first Jiggy, and why they... Wow. Can't believe he tossed us all the way back here. I guess I'm not so surprised, though, because I feel like a lot of those slide minigames do that, to be fair. Also, I still don't have the shock jump, so I should probably learn that next. So let's go over here and immediately do that. Hello. Is it just because you live in a hole, or have you always had tunnel vision? Since you've brought the notes, I'll ignore that misseat for brains. Now listen, if you see a green pad like the one next to me with a big ugly foot drawn on it, stand there and press A to launch yourselves real high in the air. I call this the shock spring jump, because it'll be a shock for that bird to have some work to do. You watch yourself, Bozai. Oh, you are already. Thanks for your help, Bozai. See you later. My god, Kazooie just being so brutal in this game. My god. I mean, she's always brutal, but like, oh my god, actually attacking him, like, for his vision, that just seems a little over the line to me. I don't know. Kind of just a very blunt thing to comment on. I'm sure he can't really control it, honestly, so it's not really fair to do that to him. Okay, so we got that. This house is taken care of, and we can pretty much do everything else. Next thing I'm going to do this very annoying Jiggy. This is probably the most annoying Jiggy in the level. Mainly because there's a lot of parts to this. You don't have to do all the parts, technically, but, it's still just really, really stupid, I think. I find it kind of stupid, anyway. So first, you have to hit that one feather switch to make this appear. Then you use this to go over here to where all the bees are, and this is essentially how you get over here. Then you hit this switch, and then the pad earlier turns into a shock jump pad, so now you have to go all the way back over there. And this isn't even the annoying part. The annoying part starts now. Then we have this switch, which also gives you a timer, and this timer makes you go all the way back to where you started. But they give you such a small time amount here, and you have to be really, really fast for this. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, good. Thank God, because that one's probably one of my least favorite Jiggies to get in the entire game, if I'm being completely honest. It's just in a really, really bad place. Hey, little fella, are you alright? I'm in big trouble. I told my mommy I'd be straight back after I got a toy squish whip from the machine. Only a nasty bird took it and put it where I can't reach it. Don't worry, we'll find it for you. Here you go, little one. Is this what you wanted? Gee, thank you, mister. I can't wait to show my mommy. I love how it actually follows him. That's just so adorable. Especially considering what these things are. Adorable's kind of a stretch as it is. We're all ready to go now. Please take this trinket as a token of my thanks. Careful, Banjo. We don't know where that Jiggy's been. Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, we've gone into toilets before for Jiggies, so it's not really saying a whole lot, Kazooie, honestly. So is that all I need to do here? I think it is. I think I got everything. I mean, there are some things up here, but there's actually, we have to get these things in a specific way, but I'll mention that a little bit later. For now, we're going to go back down here. We're going to first jump back in this house, because there's still a Jinjo here. Oh wow, there's also some really nasty enemies in here too. Well, let us just get out of here then. That sounds like a good idea to me. And now we can actually access this lighthouse over here. And we get to the top, we have an ice egg toll, so let's pull out our new ice eggs, shoot this, and that will activate the boss switch. So we can get another boss fight, and also Kazooie seems a little bitter. She should be my heavy hitter. Since she stayed by Banjo's arm, I'm going to have to do her harm. Well, that's just rude. But yeah, now we can do this, and we can probably get another Banjo transformation from this as well. Basically, you want to aim for all the kind of rusted spots, I guess. This Jumbo Mecha really stinks. A few small holes and it just sinks. But when I meet you in my tower, I won't hold back. I'll use full power. Sounds good to me, Grunty. Sounds good to me. So we got all of that. We have the Mumbo token. Now I think we can actually say hello to Mumbo. I think that we can finally afford to do that. And first see what our new transformation is going to be too. Because that's probably the most interesting thing we have going for us right at the moment. So yes, let's go ahead and do that first. And this time we have an octopus. I really like the octopus too. I think it's really cutely designed, I guess you could say. Mumbo call this octopus. Use octopus swimming strength to go in water that harm Banjo. Use A to jump and shoot water jet with B. So we have the squeaky octopus. It's adorable. But yeah, with this we can actually do some more things. For one, we can actually go in the water, which we couldn't do before. Which is definitely nice. You can also jump really high out of the water too. So there's probably a lot of things you can grab with the octopus that you probably couldn't get with Banjo. Namely, all these notes that are kind of strewn around here. Okay, any notes? Doesn't seem like it. Let's grab this. Jiggy number 6, and let's now go through here. Be careful when you're going through here, because there are a lot of mines that you have to look out for, and these whip cracks or whiplashes or whatever they're called. You can kill the mines with the octopus bubbles. But if you don't want to like set up time and trying to aim, I can understand trying to just skip them all. Okay, but I can't get hit anymore. Okay, thank you. I think that's pretty much it for the octopus. I think we can probably change back now. Okay, that goes back up there. Before I do, though, I want to make sure there's nothing else on this side of the area. I don't think there is. But you can never be too careful, because there is definitely water here. And there is a note, so there is one. That was a 5 note too. It seems like whenever there's a note like on a little platform, it's a 5 note. So keep that in mind. I think that's about it though, so let's go ahead and take damage. So we can take a little shortcut back, and yeah, I think we're done with Mr. Octopus. It was a fun little ride though. It was a fun ride. But we're not actually done with Mumbo here. We still have some other things we have to do. First, let's turn back into a rat. We haven't used this transformation in a while, but it's definitely will get some use here for sure. First off, we're going to go down here to this side of the beach, because if you noticed, This sandcastle we've been passing by has a little door in front. And there are some things we can get here. This room is essentially a puzzle room involving the mouse. It's not really much of a puzzle, though. It's very straightforward, so you won't be spending a whole lot of time here. Just make sure you grab all the notes, and like, make sure you're watching the screen carefully, because the sand being yellow kind of clashes with the notes a little bit, so sometimes you can miss them. And then later, if you're trying to look for all the notes, you might have to come back here, which is not advisable. It's not that there's really much that you can do. If it happens, it happens, but you know. Always better to be safe than sorry, is what I always say. I think we're doing pretty good for all the notes, though. I think, anyway. Especially with that one. Whenever you get those 5 notes, you kind of have a pretty good idea of what's remaining, I feel like. Anything up here? Okay, that's just gold feathers. I think we're good to go to actually finishing this, so let's move our way back. We actually used the milk carton to climb up here. Grab the Jinjo. Okay, those are gold feathers. Go over here. It's a long way back, but it'll be worth it because this will give us a Jiggy. Now we can just make our way back to the door and leave this place. But we're actually not done with the mouse. That's one of 2 things the mouse actually has to do here. We still have like this cliff section up here to the left, but we'll go there in a little bit. We're actually going to go back over here so we can enter that fence. Again, this really annoys me because I feel like the mouse, like it doesn't look like the mouse could fit in there, but it definitely can. So, yep. Not much you can do about that, I guess. So there we go. That is the last Jinjo. And that is the last Jiggy. Oh no, not the last Jiggy. We have one more, but it's the last Jinjo. That's basically what I was trying to say. That is Jiggy number 9. I think Gruntilda is getting desperate. Her Mecha Grunty suit needs more spare parts than the freezing furnace can make. So that's our next level. Also, troll notes. I hate those notes so much because I remember in my first full playthrough they actually eluded me and I couldn't find them. And it turns out they were right there behind the Jinjo statue the whole time. So with that out of the way, we're going to move back, going to change back into Banjo, and we're going to finish up the rest of this level since we have all the Jinjos, we almost have all the notes, and we have the honeycomb pieces too, so we're about done. Should probably actually select a Banjo though. Wow, and this video is going to be like the entire level, pretty much. I'm actually surprised. I figured this would take like multiple parts, but no, it only took 1. But I pretty much like started the level immediately, so that's probably why it didn't take so long. I was pretty gung-ho about it, I guess. And yeah, I see a couple of notes, so I think we'll be alright for the rest of these. But yeah, here we have a little puzzle involving the shock jump pads. And much like what we dealt with earlier, yeah, we have some time limits to deal with too, which is really, really annoying. Seriously, what is the point of doing that? I do not understand why we have to use a damn time limit for these. Okay, you can actually... Okay, that's good to know. But you can actually use the shock jump. If you're in Talon Trot mode, I mean. Which is good to know. Oh, damn it. I think I'll still make it in time. Oh, I went to the wrong... Damn it. Okay, hold on. Let me do this again. There we go. And that's pretty much it for the freezing... No, Spiller's Harbor. Freezing Furnace is the next level, damn it. But yeah, that's it for that level. And thankfully the entrance is right here, so we can leave immediately.